And Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now here's Curry. Towns outside. With some arc. The rebound by Turner. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's stolen by Johnson. It's a one-on-one situation. Green for three. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, just look at the numbers for Towns. He's been amongst the league leaders in offensive rebounds a few times.
Now here's Melton. Here's Turner. Melton, right side. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Williams. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Back to Turner. Left side Covington. Pure from three-point range.
Oh, putting the 3 in 3 and D. This team is so much better when Covington is making those shots.
And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Now here's Covington. Anthony outside. Picked by Covington. Anthony with a bucket.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Pass to Green. Back to Curry. Oh, stolen by Turner. They push it up 4 on 3. On the wing, Anthony. And you look at his 33 points a game, a terrific weapon on offense. 5 on the clock. Shoots a fadeaway. Misses off the right iron.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Anthony with it. He takes it in. And Anthony slams it in.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Now here's Curry. Taking command on offense when they need it. Putting up 21 a game. Here's Williams. Soft touch off the glass.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Anthony outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Stan, another head coach from the Greg Popovich tree. Will Hardy, who started his career in San Antonio.
And there have been a lot of successful guys that have come through the Spurs organization. Will Hardy is just another one who is developing into an outstanding NBA coach.
Now here's Turner. Yet to see a basket. And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Curry. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Everybody who wants a free t-shirt, get loud once again for your Jazz High Squad.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you can tell being a leader comes naturally to Curry. He sets the tone out there, and all his guys follow his lead.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Now here's Anthony. He has 6. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Anthony's got 8.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
Anthony outside. There's the 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Warriors trail by 3. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Curry, following the bucket by Utah. Back to Williams. Oh, they get a hand on it.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Here's Turner. Out to Anthony. Pass to Melton. Back to Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Curry. And that one's long. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. Trailing by 5. Now Johnson. Covered by Covington. Outside, Green. Outside, Curry. Williams with the screen. Kicks it out, Towns. Double team on Towns. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Anthony outside. He shoots it. Gets some space and parries the jumper. Anthony's got 12 points.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Curry goes in. No good. Good work defensively by Dort. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Oh, a special move before that shot. And now it's a 9-point Utah lead.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They're communicating well. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Utah.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
Here's Dinwiddie. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Pass to Rizachet. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Moses Moody. Utah shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Bridges hits them both. And Utah has possession. Here's Rizachet. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Trace Jackson-Davis picks one up.
When you have Dinwiddie as a teammate, you have to be ready. Spencer is a tremendous distributor.
And out on the wings, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite. Man, the defender really went after him.
Bridges hits them both. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Utah leading by 13. Now Dinwiddie. Pass to Ellis. Shot on the wing. And again, it's Utah.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And here are the Warriors now. Left side, Monk. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Three-pointer, Bridges. Utah with the rebound. Here's Rizachet. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. Outside Kuminga. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, Covington with a block. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Rizachet. Here's Klingon. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Trace Jackson-Davis picks one up. Utah shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Ellis, good.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Over to the wing. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Jazz. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Shea. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Dinwiddie. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Outside Monk. Three-pointer, Bridges. And Clingan pulls it down.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And Utah calls time here. Both teams deciding to change it up. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 20-4 run. Pass to Anthony. Here's Shea. He's got 5. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kuminga.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
6 to shoot. Into the lane. Ellis, good. Ellis has got 9 points.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
Here's Dinwiddie. Anthony outside. The Warriors pull it in.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Anthony from outside the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. 17 points in the game.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And here are the Jazz. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Tries it from 16. No good there.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Pass to Moody. Outside Curry. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. .121 left in the first half.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And he lobs it up top. It's stolen by Johnson. From the arc. Anthony grabs the board.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Turner. The Jazz again can't hit. And here are the Warriors now. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Turner. .34 seconds left in the first half of this one. Anthony up top. 5 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Down low. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the teammates.
And so it's Utah, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Anthony outside. And he's going for the lob. Turner, no good.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
On the attack, Green. And here's Curry for 3. Anthony grabs the board.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And there it is for him.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
A good look from Johnson. And that comes off the assist by Green. Johnson's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Johnson letting it fly in a hurry.
Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
Back to Curry. For 3. Sinks the tray. Curry's got 7.
If you're looking to become a catch-and-shoot expert, Curry is the player to study. He's a master.
Pass to Anthony. From the high post. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, one of the great challenges of an NBA player's life is being traded. Veteran P.J. Tucker said, in 24 hours, you're playing for another team in another city, getting all of your stuff, uprooting your kids, changing schools. Your whole entire life changes in a blink. If you've never experienced it, you never understand. Yeah.
Pretty heavy stuff, Allie. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, there's no wet spot out there. He was just broken down.
Yeah, you don't see guys weak-legged like that very often. We'll be seeing that play for weeks to come.
And this is why Green's guys encourage him to attack, because it puts the defenses in compromising situations.
Coach, you talk about guys who are always upping their game. How about Anthony Simons?
Well, Brian, I feel like he's one of the truly under-the-radar scorers in this league. He's put in a lot of time and work, never satisfied with himself or his game, and he just keeps getting better.
Now here's Curry. He has 7. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Williams with it, and it's Dort picking him up. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. One of the biggest challenges for coaches these days, Stan, is roster turnover. How do you deal with the player movement?
Well, look, Brian, It's to be expected, first of all. And second of all, you just, every year starts new. You start from square one every year, and you build it. And if you make an in-season deal, you start over again from square one and build it up.
And Towns has got the ball here for the Warriors. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Left side, Williams. Outside, Johnson. Here's Curry. The rebound by Turner.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
For three, Anthony. Pulls up on the wing. Back to Turner. Puts up a three. Outside for Dort. Timeout called. The Jazz.
Started. Get ready, everyone. Substitution on the court.
Here's Rizachet. 5 points. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Here's Bridges. And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Ellis. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Ellis has got 12 points.
Yeah, the combo guard Dinwiddie, so good at figuring out when one of his guys is open.
Pass to Green. Fires from deep. He drops it from range. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Rizachet. He has 7. 4 on the clock. And that one is stuffed right through.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Monk with it. Guarded by Covington. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Here's the pick. And he drives in. Covington grabs the board.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Here's Klingon. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 5.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside, Green. Pass to Monk. Fires the 3. Rebound, Utah.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Dinwiddie, right side. Driving in. Here's Klingon. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Klingon's got 4 points this quarter.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Back to Monk. All sorts of time. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Dinwiddie's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
And the layup is good off the glass.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
28.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Curry. Coach, what's the challenge of NBA travel like?
Well, look, all of us in the NBA just have to come clean on this. We travel on first-class charters. We're taken care of as well as you can possibly be taken care of. It's just that there's a lot of travel in an NBA season, and if you're on the coast, you probably feel it a little bit more even than the teams in the middle of the country.
Goes up at the elbow, and he connects with a jumper.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Outside Moody. Outside Curry. From behind the arc. Buries it from three.
After doing nothing from beyond the arc in the first half, he has turned things around.
Pass to Anthony. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Nice shot by Kuminga. Kuminga's got 4 points this quarter.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Dinwiddie with it. Out to the right wing. Here's Ellis. No good on the triple.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Pass to Curry. The rebound by Turner.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
For three, Anthony. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Now Curry. Here's Towns. Anthony grabs the board. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Now here's Curry. Towns outside. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. The three. Utah grabs the miss. Anthony outside. Nice move. With the drive. And Anthony slams it in.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Pass to Curry. Here's Towns. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
It's Anthony on the take. And then Turner with the dunk.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Towns, right side. Lets it go from the wing. And he knocks the jumper down.
Well, when it comes to big men, you're not going to find a better catch-and-shoot option than Cat.
Here's Dinwiddie. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Outside Curry. Fires the three. The rebound by Turner.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Here's Rizashea. Jams it in off a great move.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Stan, there are lots of loud arenas in the NBA. What was the toughest place for you to win?
Well, Brian, it was against whoever had the best players on the other side.
Here's Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Here's Rizachet. Dort outside. Nifty move. And the layup is good. So Dort's got his first 2 points.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Curry. Good. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Oh, such a crafty player. Curry positions himself well to get the follow-up shot.
Here's Dinwiddie. Dort for 3. Fires in the triple.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Jazz.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
Here's Johnson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his first personal.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Utah.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Yeah, another thing, this offense came in aggressive, driving into the lane, forcing the defense to try to adjust. So far, the defense hasn't had enough of an answer.
It's Dort on the wing. They set the pick. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. It's stolen by Curry. On up the court. And it's powered home by Towns.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Here's Klingon. Hits the jump hook.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Curry's shot is off. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.